Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Shraddha's Physics. This video is specially for the aspirants who are preparing for OSSTD, KVS, NBS, regular teacher or any graduate level teacher exam.
Today our topic is collision. A collision is an isolated event in which two or more colliding bodies exert relatively strong forces on each other for a relatively short time. So there are two types of collisions. One is elastic collision, another one is inelastic collision. So the basic points that are, what is elastic collision? A collision in which there is absolutely no loss of kinetic energy is called an elastic collision. So in elastic collision, so there will be no loss of kinetic energy, but in inelastic collision there will be loss of kinetic energy. Okay, so again in elastic collision the linear momentum is conserved and the total energy of the system conserved, kinetic energy is conserved, and the forces involved during the elastic collision, they must be conservative in nature. Okay, so these are some basic points which you have to recall. So in inelastic collision, so the linear momentum conserved, total energy conserved, but the kinetic energy is not conserved. So in both elastic and inelastic collision, linear momentum and total energy is conserved. But in inelastic collision, kinetic energy not conserved, because this kinetic and some portion of the kinetic energy, it is converted into the heat energy or sound energy or any other form of energy. So some or all the forces involved in the inelastic collision, they may be non-conservative in nature. Okay, means the forces are non-conservative in nature. So the next topic is coefficient of restitution or the coefficient of resilience. Okay, that is symbolized by E or denoted by small e. Small e, it is the ratio between the relative velocity of separation after collision to the relative velocity of approach before collision. So that is equal to, if these are the two velocities before collision of the particle, if there are two bodies A and B possesses the velocity u1 and u2 respectively before collision, and after collision it becomes v1 and v2 respectively, then this coefficient of restitution small u will be equal to v2 minus v1 divided by u2 minus u1. And for a perfectly elastic collision, small e, that is the coefficient of restitution, will be 1, that is the relative velocity of after collision will be equal to the relative velocity of approach or the before collision. So but for a perfectly inelastic collision, for inelastic collision E equal to 0, or we can say that the relative velocity after collision will be 0 in case of inelastic collision. But for all other collision, we can say that the coefficient of restitution small e, it lies between 0 to 1. So in elastic collisions in one dimensional, so these are some basic formulas. Just you have to recall this formula and we will solve some questions. Okay. So there are two bodies A and B possesses the having masses m1 and m2, and A possesses the velocity u1 and B have the velocity u2 before collision, and after collision they possesses the velocity v1 and v2 respectively. So that we can say that the relation between v1 with u1 and u2 are, that is v1 will be equal to m1 minus m2 whole into u1 divided by m1 plus m2 plus twice of m2 u2 divided by m1 plus m2, and v2 will be equal to twice of m1 u1 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m2 minus m1 u2 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, so there are some cases. So the case 1, when the m1 equal to m2, that is suppose m, it means the masses of two bodies are equal. In that case you can simply put the value of m1 equal to m2, or that is m you can put, or simply we can directly write that is v1 equal to u2 and v2 equal to u1. It means that when the two bodies of masses same, that is when there are m1 equal to m2 equal to m, in that case an elastic collision occurs. So we can say that the velocity of A after collision, that is v1, will be equal to the velocity of B before collision, and the velocity of B after collision will be equal to the velocity of A before collision. And the next case is when the target body be initially at rest. So in the question, any of the body can be taken as rest. So according to the question, you have to solve. So suppose here u2 equal to 0. So we can write v1 equal to, by putting this value, we can write v1 equal to m1 minus m2 whole u1 divided by m1 plus m2. Otherwise v2 equal to twice of m1 u1 divided by m1 plus m2. In the case 2, the subcases arises that if the two bodies of masses m1 equal to m2 equal to m, in that case here you can see that velocity of the first object will be 0. 0 means which one of the particle? The body which is not rest, that body velocity will be 0, that is v1 equal to 0, and v2 will be equal to u1, that is the 100% of the kinetic energy of the first particle transferred to the particle which is at rest. Okay, and if the m2 is very larger than m1, it means that the body B is at rest and this m2 is the mass of the body B. And if the body which is at rest having the larger mass, then in that case if we will consider that the lighter mass, that is m1, will be 0, in that case simply we can get v1 equal to minus u1 and v2 equal to 0 if we will put these values in this equation. Okay, so it means that A rebound with its initial velocity and B continues to be at rest. And similarly, if we will consider that the body which is at rest having very smaller mass as compared to the first body, then in that case if we will put m2 equal to 0, then v1 equal to u1 and v2 will be equal to twice of u1. So these are the basic cases for the elastic collision. Next comes inelastic collision in one dimensional. So here also we can consider that the linear momentum is conserved. It means in perfect inelastic collision, suppose we consider m1 u1 plus m2 u2 will be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Here we have considered that in inelastic collision they move with common velocity, suppose capital V, after collision. So here just we have to consider this small v1 and v2 as capital V, so that capital V will be equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 divided by m1 plus m2. If we will consider that u2 will be equal to 0, in that case we have to write capital V equal to m1 u1 divided by m1 plus m2. So these are some basic formulas for elastic collision and inelastic collision. So let us take one example. A body of mass 2 kg makes an elastic collision with another body at rest and continues to move in the original direction with a speed equal to 1/3 of its original speed. Okay, find the mass of the second body. So here what is given? So mass of one body is 2 kg and the initially its velocity of the second body, that is another body, is at rest. It means the second body is at rest, that is u2 equal to 0, and in the original, here it is written that continues to move in the original direction with a speed equal to 1/3 of its original speed. It means that the first v1 will be equal to, after collision, will be equal to the original speed, means u1 divided by 3, 1/3 of the original speed, that is u1. So it is, what will be the answer of m2? So we know from this formula, we can write v1 equal to m1 minus m2 u1 divided by m1 plus m2 plus twice of m2 u2 divided by m1 plus m2. So just putting the value of m1 u2 v1 here v1 is u1 by 3, that will be equal to m1 is 2 minus m2 divided by 2 plus m2 whole u1, and here u2 is 0. So the whole component goes to 0, that is the second term goes to 0, and that is u1 by 3 will be equal to 2 minus m2 divided by 2 plus m2 whole u1. So simplifying this, u1 get cancelled, that is 2 plus m2 will be equal to 3 into 2 6 minus 3 m2. So that will be equal to, this is 3 m2 minus 3 m2, here m2. So total will be 4 m2 will be equal to 6 minus 2, that is 4. Otherwise by cancelling 4, this m2 will be equal to 1 kg. So this will be our answer. So by simply recalling these two formula, we can solve the questions related to the elastic collisions. So this is all for today. Thank you.